We're back in the modern format, and we're going to play a little Jeskai Stoneblade. So a few weeks back, I played something that I called, like, Dread Blade something. It had a bunch of Dread Horde Arcanists in it and way too many 1 CMC spells to try to make that payoff work in modern. And I think the verdict was, it doesn't. But this is a more traditional version of this deck, so we're playing 4 Stoneforge Mystic and 3 Snapcaster Mages, as well as 2 Brazen Borrower. These are all of our creatures. Not a huge amount of creatures, thus not a huge amount of equipment. We've got 1 Batterskull, 1 Sword of Feast and Famine, but we do have some Shark Typhoons, so this card is incredibly good. It's at minimum a 3-mana cantripping 1/1 flyer, and becomes so much more than that the more mana you have to play with. We've got Bolts, we've got Helixes, we've got Opt, Path to Exile, some Mana Leaks, Force of Negation, Cryptic Command, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and 1 of Hieroglyphic Illumination. So lots of different great cards. Should be generally good against most of the creature decks in Modern. I could see us running into a bit of a problem in Game 1 against Jund Shadow. I could see it, but we do have the ability to burn people out. So that's pretty good. There's 3 Colonnades in this deck. Yeah, Shauna just brought this up in chat. There's 3 Colonnades in this deck, which seems crazy high. But this wasn't the 5-0 dump, so I don't know. We're playing 22 lands, so I don't mind having so many Colonnades, except for... It's a lot of Colonnades. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that's too many Colonnades. I feel like it is. But we'll find out. And our sideboard seems set up to help us gain some time against big mana. We've got something against Titan and Heliod. We've got Celestial Purges to help us deal with Jund. Rest in peace for any kind of graveyardy decks, and Teferi if we need to go bigger. The counter spells and sort of tempo aspect of this deck tends to be good against things like Niv Mizzet or any deck that's trying to go bigger than us, and we should have more than enough interaction against a lot of decks trying to go under us, so seems like a pretty good deck. Let's see how she goes. Only 22 lands? I don't feel like that's an only kind of number. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, this deck is not a control deck, so I'm not surprised there's 22. And we do have Opt and Hieroglyphic as a split card that we can cycle in the early game. So all right, let's rock and rumble. I did correctly update the deck, but maybe the bot left. Let me go make sure that it's here. I'll keep this on the play. Opponent mulls to 6. Opponent mulls to 4. Oh my. Alright, the bot should be here now, Roy. Yep. Yeah, the Blue-Red Horizon land might be a good land to have in here. Vista out of the mull to 4. I don't even know what to do with that. Fun Police? You think? I don't know. With Vista? I'm jamming this Stoneforge. Does this deck beat Dredge game 1? Well, I mean, probably not in the majority of cases, but I'm not convinced this is Dredge. Or Tron. I don't know what it is. It probably is just someone who had 3 horrible hands. Neither of those decks are likely to play Vista. They play nothing? Oh my god. Brutality. I don't think we lose to whatever this is in game 1. Yeah, I assume so, Roy. I assume they're just taking this game on the chin and hoping that they can win 2 and 3. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is I don't think they're like when they lead on Prismatic Vista. That suggests to me that they are some kind of fair deck. One is the loneliest number you could ever do. 2 could be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. Yeah, they got all the information they needed there. I know nothing about their deck. They stopped when they had exactly 7 cards in hand. I would not be surprised if they had gone to the next turn, but I guess they knew everything they wanted there. I don't think I'm going to change anything about my deck here. I think there's something fair, but that doesn't mean that I won't want Force of Negation. Yeah. Most of the cards in this sideboard are pretty targeted for specific matchups. Like, could I bring in Teferi? Yeah, sure. But if it's an aggressive mid-range deck, then it doesn't help me. You're guessing they're heavy on basics. I wouldn't assume that. Just because they're playing Vista doesn't mean they're heavy on basics. It probably means they're playing 3 or 4 colors or 2 colors. See, it's really hard to... The Vista really doesn't give you anything solid. Because they could be playing like 4 or 5 colors, or they could be playing 2. Because for some 2-color decks, the right lands to have is your on-color fetches and Vista. Wow, this is a good start for us. Yeah, Vista might mean 4-color. Yeah, it could be 4-color Omnath Blade. But that's the thing, is Vista is just as likely to mean 4-color as it is 2. Because sometimes, like, a blue-black deck will play Deltas and Vistas. Because they want to be more Blood Moon resistant. I'm going to guess 4-color Omnath Blade. Turns out our hand is pretty good here. Get the Batterskull. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking did. Well, we got the double Colonnade draw. It doesn't feel great, but maybe it will be good. Yeah. They might be shy on land. Yeah. I do love Modern Horizons 1. I really, really do. Scaled Burb. I like that one. Sure. Okay. I'm not gonna jam a shark here because I'm worried about them having Teferi 3. I have a specific card I would like to avoid. Maybe I should have shocked the Sacred Foundry so I could play Force plus Mana Leak. Yeah, I should have. Or the Flooded Strand. Either one. I should have played an untapped land. We'll see how badly we get punished for it. Maybe they're just on Bant Blade. No red mana so far. All right. We both trade our 1-for-1 creatures. Yeah, I agree with that, Shauna, but what the fuck is that? Oh, right, it's game 2. I forgot game 1 happened. That's fine. Boop. Being 3-color does improve the consistency. It just reduces your power. So you can't play Ren and 6. You don't get to play Omnath. These are both things that I consider very important, but I can see why people would not. They have the Force? They do have the Force. Use the Force, Laden. Now, I'll just keep the Opt as my blue card to pitch here. Triple Colonnade draw, y'all. Triple Colonnade draw. I think I have to force that. I don't have to, but it's definitely pretty big upside. Yeah, they can counter this, but then they won't be able to equip and swing. Unless they also have a land that they haven't played yet. We'll see. We'll see. Queller. All right. Huh. I'll show you, opponent. All right, I know I have a fetch land on top. Stoneforge doesn't give me anything relevant here. I mean, I sure can bounce that Queller, but I guess I shuffle and then brainstorm. I suppose Stoneforge shuffles me. Maybe that's the real Stoneforge was the shuffle that she gave me along the way. Just grab this skull. Yeah, that'll do it. I think I want one of these lands. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I can go Little Teferi plus Snapbolt. Oh, well. I apologize for the vicious beating you're about to endure, opponent. Blue, red, and this will get, yeah. Yes, Roy. Carnage. I suppose bouncing Queller here doesn't give them anything useful, and then I can still block the Hierarch if I have to. Do I want to cast the Force of Negation? I mean, I'd like to, but I would also like it to be relevant, and I can't always get what I want. But if I try sometimes. Yeah, we crushed Bantblade. We got a free win there, so it's not really... Yes, I'm aware Colonnade is blue-white, Roy. But I didn't mention it, yeah. So the reason that the Sword of Fire and Ice on the Queller was more of a problem than it may have looked like was because Colonnade is blue-white. However, Colonnade's also a 4/4, and the Queller would be a 4/5. So I really wouldn't want to block that anyway. Like 6 mana to chump block is not, and lose a land, is not a winning proposition. I'm not saying it's like, if I had to do it, I guess I would, but that's not really where you want to be at. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I knew. Oh, and yeah, on attack too, yeah. I think I can keep this on the draw. It's a good thing we're playing 22 lands. I can feel comfortable keeping this until I don't draw any lands and lose. But the important point is my comfort. Because I'm playing a control deck with tempo elements. Mid-range control deck. I don't know what you want to call it. Pre-clenched. Opponent is asking for time because they have to let the dogs out. When they return, I'm going to ask them who let the dogs out. And in the meantime... I don't think they're the Banga Boys now. Baja Boys? Baha Men, that sounds right. You know the sad thing? I actually remember some of the verses to that song. When the party was nice, the party was bumping. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. And everybody having a ball. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. I tell the fellas, stop the name calling. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. Tell them girls to respond to the call. I hear a woman shout out, who let the dogs out? Is that it? Holy crap, there's only one verse? Yeah, there's a bridge. There's a verse and a bridge. No, there's more. Okay, there's more. There's more. Actually, there's a lot more lyrics than you would have thought. Holy shit. Yeah, this song was in that sort of I had a Jock Jams mix that had Who Let the Dogs Out. Valakut You Up is a fantastic I'm aware of the all-time classic Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. I'm aware of it. That's actually on my like big disco jam playlist. It's obviously not a disco song, but fan of the band Cut You Up and Scapeshift. It's also just a great pun, right? So, also a fan of puns, I hope. Island. Okay. All right. Never didn't have it, Chatteroo. Never didn't have it. Who always had it? Me, and by extension, all of you. Because remember, when I'm winning, you all get to feel great. And when I'm losing, you get to distance yourself from it and be like, what a nerd. Sunken Ruins. All right, we against some kind of inverter deck? Or maybe it's just blue-black control. No blue-black control player would register an Ikoria Island, right? Although this is a cool art. Get back, you flea-ingrested mongrel. Because if I was a dog, the party was on. God damn it. It's in my head now, you bastards. I was almost a level 2 judge. I was working on it before the pandemic. My friend Alex, who's in here, is a level 2 judge. I am, in fact, a level 1 judge. I think they have suspended the need to do an event within every 6 months. Alex made a judge call that made me mad once. I've made judge calls that have made people mad, so I'm not surprised to hear a player say those words. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious about it, but it's not my business to ask you about it. So this Teferi is going to be really good, but I'm going to try to end step pressure them a bit. I'm expecting to see Archmage's Charm draw 2 here. I think I can mana leak this. Because I have Force on their turn, pitch Borrower, and then we play Teferi. And that puts me in a pretty good spot. Oh, got it. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be problematic. Well, we just need to hit a counter right now, right? Yeah. Yeah, they got us. I mean, assuming they have the Oracle. I picked them on blue-black control for no good reason, but unfortunately, not to be. I think we're playing... Are we playing one Archmage's Charm? No, we're not. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let this go on the stack. I'm going to hold priority. We go Bolt. Wait, I don't need to hold priority. It's their turn. But then I'm going to Petty Theft. And then I'm going to Concede. I'm assuming that was an accident. Oh, they have second Oracle. Well, fuck me. Alright, so Big Teferi, Mystical Dispute, and Rest in Peace. The reason I'm boarding in Rest in Peace, so it's like a little weird to do that. I would assume most people would find that strange. But I think the reason I'm doing that is if I make them have to go off in a single turn, it's actually a lot more difficult for them to do, especially through counter magic. They have to spend 6 mana in one go. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm wondering about Cleansing Wildfire over Snapcaster or something. Pretty sure I don't want Purge. Definitely don't want Timely. Aether Gust, no. Lightning Helix is by far the worst piece of removal. Do they play any black permanents? I'm not sure. I don't really think so. They might play some Planeswalkers, and some of them might be black, but I'm pretty sure they're mostly on Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, if anything. So I don't think so, but I don't know their lists like the back of my hand. The one thing is, bringing in Rest in Peace makes me want to cut the Snapcasters, but I won't always have both in a hand. But it does make Snapcaster a lot worse. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries sounds like an A and C. Oh, like JWOM? Yeah, JWOM would definitely be someone who hangs out and plays like Cardfight Vanguard. Alright, I'll keep this one. No Snapcasters in sight. Turn 2 rip. It's been 1 week. I don't know why that came to my head, but I'm happy about it. That +1 land. Listen, last game we ripped all the lands we needed. We'll be fine. Don't even trip, dog. Don't even trip. We opened on a hand that looked suspiciously like this, and we were totally fine. So I'm just not going to worry. Yep. Yep. Well, discard in the control mirror. You got me good, opponent. You got me good. Interesting choice. Well, sure hope I draw land. Yeah, I believe so, Roy. Oh, great. They took the one card. I think they took the leak so that I wouldn't be able to interact with them anymore. They just want free reign. Because they probably have some kind of bounce effect. So if they want to, they can bounce the Rest in Peace. That card will go to the graveyard. Cycle Typhoon. Oh, I should have cycled the Typhoon. Totally forgot that was an option. Yeah, end of their turn, we'll do that. Thank you. I don't know why I forgot. I mean, better than not hitting lands. It was very likely they didn't have any instant speed spells, so. Shelldock is scary, though. This means we could be dead in a couple of draw steps here. We're exactly the kind of deck that should be pretty straightforward for them. Okay. Okay. You don't say. Okay. So I no longer am forced to jam. Because they don't... Are you seriously gonna do my boy's Primal Command and Profane Command dirty like that, Mike? Is that what you're saying to me? Profane Command and Primal Command are what? Chopped liver? Yeah, Mistbind Click, Mutavault, Chameleon Colossus. Profane Command's amazing cube card. Amazing. Top tier, dude. Tap tier. Oh, you meant specifically Lorwyn? Oh man, that's gonna be less. What's that Kithkin called? Thought Weft Trio? I can't remember what it's called. Kragenwick Cremator. Oh, I wonder if they have the untapped land here. Because they... No, I crypticed at the end of turn, right? Yeah, I did. I don't know. I'm jamming Stoneforge. If they have the combo kill and the 6th land, we die, and that's fine. I'll take it. I will take it. I was sick. All right. No. Well, that's very good. Okay, then. Hey, I think we maybe won this one. Not sure. Not sure. Man, JK Torborg, I have been trying to. If you want to do me a huge favor, this is not required, and this is obviously a big ask, but find someone else's code to use. Go for it. I recommend Davius Minimus. I think he has one. I think that's him on Twitch. And he does have one. So do lots of other people. But before you do that, or after you do that, whenever, just message them and say, hey, I like this streamer, and I think you should consider his application for Mana Traders. Because I applied to them. I don't meet any of their individual criteria for YouTube viewers or Twitch follows or the podcast, because we only do it once every 2 weeks instead of every week. But I applied to them and I said, yo, here's all the stuff I do. I don't meet any individual criteria of yours, but I do all these things. And I'm like more than halfway to your requirements on all of them. So, and they emailed me back and they said, you know, I'm in consideration, but you know, yeah, that would be a big help. If there's anyone else in chat who either uses Mana Traders or is considering using Mana Traders, feel free to do the same thing that I just suggested to JK Torborg. And thank you, BabyKen1937, for the follow. So we just managed to get through game 2 there against Inverter, so that's good. I don't think I want to change. Oh, Will Hall Experiment is awesome too. Yeah, he plays some sweet decks. You don't like rolling the dice against the combo deck? Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Like, our sideboard really doesn't give us a lot of help here. Actually, if I have time to fix it, if they're taking time on their sideboarding, yeah, I should probably have the Cleansing Wildfires in, because we've seen every time they... Every game they've played multiple, what's it called? Shelldock Isle. So I should have had the Cleansing Wildfire in here. I wasn't thinking clearly enough. Shauna, the Mana Traders people have always been friendly when I've chatted with them online, and also when I applied. So, all right. See you, JK Torborg. Oh, gotcha. They were especially... Jeez. Hey, how about that extra land count that we didn't play? Anyone remember that? Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm on 5, but it's not the worst mulligan to 5 ever. With Mana Traders over the summer, I let them know that there was someone on Twitch who was using the name Mana Traders, and I was pretty sure was not associated with them, and that was in fact the case. Because I liked them enough that I was hoping that that person was not representative of their brand. And it turns out they were not, which is good. Because they were not nice. Yeah, that I did not say that it is that person, and I'm not suggesting that it's that person, but it's definitely that person. And they are not associated with mana traders. I don't know if mana traders can actually do anything about that. But if anyone was curious, they are not associated with mana traders. Yeah, they're not good people. I mean, I didn't say that because I don't want them coming after me or any of the people I care about. But they're not good people. Anywho. No. Jace. I love you, buddy, but you're not what I need right now. No, you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's all falling apart. Well, you can't take my hieroglyphic, you bastard. Yeah, I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad, bros. Bros and brosettes, brobots, bro-theys. Oh! From re-listening to Hitchhiker's Guide, I know where I got my he, she, and they from. It's Hitchhiker's Guide! You have not asked me about Captain Chest in this list. I assume the idea there would probably be... I'm not sure. I mean... I guess generally speaking, you just... What do I want to say about that? Well, what would you want to cut for it? I guess is the first question. Interesting. Okay, so if they have Inverter into a Protected Oracle, we're probably fucked. Seasoned Pyromancer. Shauna. Seasoned Pyromancer. But this isn't a low land count deck, and it's not a deck we want to sift through, right? I don't think. I don't really know if this deck is either... Yeah, and that's the other thing, is you need to get double red. In the very aggro metagame that we're in right now, I think that's probably a mistake. This hand sucks. Oh my god, does it suck. I think you could play a Cryptic-less version, though, probably with less Planeswalkers, that was playing Seasoned Pyromancer and Spellcaller, though. I think that's definitely a thing you could do. I don't know how good it would be, but... Uncle Lovecraft's Fun Murder Hole. I think it sounds alright. I'm into it. I mean, I'm not into it, but you know, I'd try it. You know, if someone asked me. Does it? I don't know that it does, Roy. I don't know that it does. I think they're both fairly atrocious, to be perfectly honest. Well, I finally have some force fuel. Sorry, I finally have a force to throw one of these Jaces into. Yeah, I'm not falling for your trap again, opponent. Are we all aware that murder holes are a real thing? The type of fortification in, like, castles and, I assume, trenches. I'm pretty sure it's at the gate of a castle or fortification. You would have a hole through which you could pour, like, burning oil or jab people with spears. It's a murder hole. I mean, that's probably a different name for the same thing, yes. I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny if a machulations is the same thing. Well, that was not what I wanted to draw. I really wanted to land. But they can't Oracle yet. But they did get to shuffle in Dispel, among other scary cards. Fuck. Okay. So they have 3 cards in their deck. They're mostly counter magic. They can win the game next turn, in theory. Yeah, I think we're fucked here. What could I possibly draw? I don't think anything does it. No, nothing does it. I just have to assume that somehow they screwed this up. Yeah. I mean, they had 2 1-mana counters when they jammed there, right? Their deck has a very clean game against... No, Force doesn't do anything for me. That's so bold, dude. But I guess now they don't care about any removal. Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, they had a really good game there. I can't fault them. They had a surprisingly bad game too that we were able to win. But other than that, I'm not surprised to lose that matchup. We are not the right control deck to beat them. Even post board, I still had a bunch of dead cards, lightning bolts and such. I should have had the Cleansing Wildfires. That was definitely a mistake. So. All right. We're on the draw. All right. We're against MTGO Bazaar 4. Interesting. Oh, hey, you mad? Nice match. double 1-mana counter magic in that last one. That was too good. Could not beat that one. Okay, we got double bolt here. So feeling some strength. Oh, well, that's something. Yeah, I mean, you should have seen our hands. They were brutal. But we're also just not the right we're not the right deck to beat Inverter. This deck is particularly poor in that matchup. Our sideboard's just not set up for Inverter at all. Yeah, I mean, I could have cycled the Hieroglyphic instead, but I wanted a better shot at the land because I really needed it. And but I should have known that if you had a counter, you would jam it. Do I think that they're running main deck removal? They're not playing Orion. Everything we've seen says they're probably just on Heliod. Sword of Feast and Famine is very slow. Batterskull is less slow. Although Sword would have actually been helpful if they end up going to Infinite Life. So, but we have Jace. Again, we've drawn both our Jaces, unfortunately. But oh yeah, in that last game you met, I had Jace, Teferi, and Cryptic in hand, and 3 lands. It was not great. Hey, Skull Clamp with the sub. Thanks, friend. Well, our hand sucks. But we can beat Infinite Life, so I guess it's fine. Thanks, buddy. I'll take it. I'll take that. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Whoa, and Skull Clamp with the gift for spares. Oh, I see. But this is fine because I can just bolt it. Yeah. So they go gain 1 life, then they go target the Ballista. I want to let them target the Ballista and think that, quote unquote, think that they're gonna get the combo. Whoa, we got even more stuff going on. So many gifts. Yo, people being all generous and shit, even though our viewer count's down. Thanks, friends. Jeez. You're just good people, Skull Clamp. Running a hospital and shit, saving the world. Well, we're fighting through Infinite Life. Oh, I can't make the deal with them though, because I have to attack with this Batterskull every turn to gain life. So unfortunately, I just have to let them do this as much as they're willing to. So, should we put on the music for them? I guess we should. Well, you didn't design the system, buddy. It's not your fault. You're doing the best you can, I'm sure. I'm assuming that as a former army medic, etc., you're not you didn't go into running a healthcare facility to make money. You did it because it's what you've been doing with your life and you like doing it. All right, can we get an over-under on 200 life? Oh no, they went to 100? Boo. What a punk. You think I can't crack through 100 life? Stop at 180? Ha! You're at 101, opponent. Oh, shoot. That's gonna make the feeder bigger. Oh, it didn't. Cool. Oh, right. Auric has Pro Blood. Oh, they just took it. Sick. Jace gonna get good? Well, I need to find an opening to cast the Jace, because I also need to be able to not die to Ballista. They've played one, but... That just eats my Stoneforge? So, in response, we're going to kill this Spike Feeder. Hey, thanks for the follow, Yugi Muto. We got Kaiba and we got Yugi. Sick. Oh, I don't want to yield to that. Oh, you moved the counters, that's why. Oh, it's clearly the 5th Dawn Auriok champion. I love this art. And not just because it's like, uh-oh. Heliod woke up. Sarah Avenger? Yeah, Sarah Avenger's alright. The original Eternal Witness. Big fan of that one. Like that one. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna take the hit here. Because I'm gaining 4 life on the crackback. If we find the Jace, we can bounce that Auriok champion and kind of get... Oh my god, why? Alright. Alright. We can bolt or helix this out, so I'm not in big trouble. Abs you could grind meat on. I have seen them, Skull Clamp. I have seen them, yes. I guess you're not wrong. Ballista? Yeah, fuck. God damn it. Why can't I find mana? We got another Helix. Oh, but I don't gain life from this. We'll play a Snap instead, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going on in chat, but I'm all about it. Yeah, I'll go to 1. What are you gonna do? Have another walking ballista? Oh, sure. Okay. Don't call it a comeback, chat. Don't call it a comeback. So many turns late, buddy. So many turns late. So now we have to chump Heliod. No. If they play the Auric Champion attack with Heliod and Skyclave, the Germ can eat the Skyclave. We lose the Jace. We have a backup Jace. We can come back out of this. Yeah. Oh, for... Okay. I guess I was planning on losing the Jace anyway, so... Jesus Christ. Well, Jace was going to get some, but... Okay. That was a very strange attack. I don't know what they're doing. That was really, really silly of them. They should have just attacked the Heliod. This is much, 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 much better for me. That may have just won me the game. Not gonna lie. That was a big, big mistake. Very large. Huge. Don't attack with or don't block with Auric Champion. It's suicide. She'll never survive. The germ is so big. Ah, oh. Rats. They figured it out. Okay. Jace, go give it to them. Go give it to them, Jace. Go give it to them. Counter. Feeder. Bounce Heliod. If I go counter draw, if they attack with everything, I go Germ goes here, Illusion goes here, I take 5, gain 4, go to 3. I can just counter draw. This is fine. I need them to brick for 1 turn so I can Helix down this Skyclave. That's really what I need. Hopefully they don't attack with just Heliod. That's the tough one for me. It's not that bad, but it's bad. Okay, don't draw Giver or Arbor Elf. Land, good. Love that one. Enjoy. Enjoy that one. Attack with all. Attack with all. Be desperate. You're losing on time. You'll never make it. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Yep. All right. Attack with all? Yes, please? Nope. Attack with none. Okay. I'm in the money. I'm in the money. Do 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 do. I got a big 4/4. One thick, illusory boy. Or ghoul? I can't tell. That was a good draw. That was a very good draw. Probably should have played that after the... Should I? No, I'm just going to play Jace and start brainstorming for now, and hopefully between the Force of Negation and the Path to Exile, we should get through this. We'll see. And a bunch of blue creatures in play. No, they didn't win, Roy. They went to Infinite Life. That's not the same thing. Turns out we are one of many modern decks that is currently built with a backup plan against Infinite Life. And unfortunately, because, and I say this very specifically, because it's my turn. Oh my god. That was the one card they drew this turn? Holy shit. Alright, it's probably fine until it's not. At least I've got a 4/4 illusion, so that insulates me reasonably well. And a path, and a bolt. Oh my god. Wait. This is fantastic. Bye, Heliod. They can't sack the Ranger Captain to... Oh, they could. I fucked up. Oh, but so did they. They could have sacked their Ranger Captain to save Heliod there. Whoops. Okay. They get Arbor Elf. So they're out of ballistas? Wild. Punt for punt. Well, they're out of ballistas, so they don't actually have infinite... they don't have infinite life anymore as an out. Uh-huh. Sure, it gains you life, but it doesn't make anything bigger, so that's fine. They can't attack with all here, which means I'm in just generally great shape. Modern is in a hot spot, yes. I believe that's a great summary. Modern's a little fucked right now. Not gonna lie. I really want that sword on top. I'm gonna bounce their Auriok champion so I can swing with Batterskull. They group block it. I get to blow them out. Oh! Oh. Meant to attack with just Batterskull. Then my fingers just kept doing stuff. It's fine. I never needed this lightning bolt. Should we be plussing here to win? I wanted more resources available. Yeah, our plan is we are going to Fate Seal them to win. But I wanted more resources available before I went down that line so that I didn't get beat by them top decking something like a Collected Company. Like that. Like exactly fucking that. No, we're not going to do 100 to them. That is not my plan. First of all, that would be... what's the right way to say it? Dishonorable? I mean, I don't want to say dishonorable because that implies that there's some value judgment on if someone decided to win the game despite the fact that their opponent went to, quote, infinite life. Sure, let's go with scummy, I guess. I definitely don't want to win the game that way. So next turn, I get a shark token with the sword. I could put the sword on an illusion and force them to block with Auriok Champion here. That's probably worth doing. I want to shuffle anyway. Yeah, but my argument is that's not how Magic works. They scooped. My argument is just that I don't like the way that MTGO represents the game of Magic. You're right, that is true. That's 100% correct. You can time people on this client too. Yeah, I don't mind them. I mean, I don't think they should ask you, but I don't think it's right sometimes that certain decks are disadvantaged because they're very click intensive. That's not an accurate representation of Magic. That's just not the way the game's supposed to work, and it's not the way the game's designed to work. The game is not designed with this client in mind, and therefore I don't like some of the things that this client forces upon the game. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. I'm just saying I believe that. I don't think you're wrong for doing what you're not. There's no obligation to concede to people, none. But I just don't like the fact that it incentivizes certain decks for no good reason, I'm going to call it. Batterskull really kept me alive there, huh? Guess I could just take out an opt. I've been kind of rough on lands here, though. Borrower's okay. Just go down a snap. No, you don't need to feel bad about it. If your philosophy is different than mine, I don't have any problem with you. I have no problem. No problem with you beating someone who went to non-infinite life on a client where you can't go to infinite life. Like, you don't need to feel guilty about it. Opponent said no game 2. Question mark? Sand is really good if we hit lands. Well, that as long as no, you beat them. That beats infinite life in paper. That follows that is the way Magic works. You would win that game. Because you could blow up their infinite life combo and then kill them by hitting them for 40 over and over and over again. Or 1 over and over and over again. Can I keep this hand? It's so sketchy. There you go. See? Use whatever flimsy reasoning you want. I do it all the time. I kept this hand. See? See what a bad idea that was? This is a terrible goddamn idea. It's only a bad idea if you lose. Amen. Yeah, I am too, Roy. I don't know what they mean by no game 2. I don't have the faintest idea what the hell they mean when they said no game 2. I have never been asked that question. Well, this hand is a touch unfortunate. And they have the Sprawl? Nope. Okay. If this is just Heliod, we're okay. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Well, they were right about no game 2. There's no game 2. There will not be a game 2. I did board out my forces, didn't I? Of course I did. Why would I not? They are playing it, so then conceding is not what they meant. I don't know what you mean. No, it's going to be the Coco? Yep. Yeah, Skyclave got nothing. We could draw an island and an Aether Gust and have just enough time to lose. Yeah, I was thinking about that Skull Clamp. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, but then obviously, you know, they didn't scoop, so I don't want to discard the hand size. They will likely have they'll likely have lethal this turn anyway, so I don't need to worry about it. Choke makes this game, or this matchup, very difficult post board. I really don't want Force of Negations, but I think I need to have them, but then I need to draw them. Yeah. No, yeah, it won't. Okay, you got a lot of mana there, opponent. What you gonna do with it? Another Coco? No, no. Oh, Captain, my Captain. And they can get any creature. So they go 7, 8, 9 damage. 10 damage plus with the ballista. So they can put me to 1, I think. I think it's the best they can do is put me to 1. Unless they have another creature in their hand. No, wait. No. Because the ballista was +2, not +1. Interesting. Yeah, they can't quite kill me here, but we're going to 2, so. So game 3 on the play, eh? Womp. We do not have any verdicts, no. Well, we had answers to choke. They just involved the blue mana that we didn't have left. The verdict is 0 points for our loss. What? I'm afraid I don't understand you, Robert. I'm afraid I don't understand you. The verdict is 0 points for our loss. The verdict is 0 points for... Okay, sure. I just didn't know it was a joke. It's not my fault. It's the fact that Heliod is the big bad boogeyman of the meta. So you know, it's always... It's easy to root for basically anyone except for them. Oh, Skullclamp's been here for a minute, dude. He was gifting subs and everything. MTG Twitch Sugar Daddy. Oh my god, stop it. Please. Thank you. My goodness. Apologies. Holy crap. Have I considered shuffling better? I'm trying. I am trying. God bless it. I think I ship the field, keep the Jace. Even though we've had a hard time drawing lands before, I can guarantee this is the one time where we're going to get flooded. For sure. So this can get... Yes, steam vents, and then we're good. Oh. They also mulliganed? Okay, they also mulliganed. Good. Good. Not sprawl. Not sprawl. Never sprawl. Good. Yeah, alright. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby! Give me the sword. You do not have no second land. I'm not that lucky. Well, this might be over in a hurry. Okay. Auriok Champion's not gonna do it, opponent. Ooh, sometimes the best deck in the format stumbles. Oh yeah, that's not gonna do it. You are super fucked. Oh no. Oh, tapped. Okay. Mom's got a sword. Although if I equip and swing, they're likely to block. But I guess I'm not too scared of it. And I still have Helix up. Yeah, we're good. I guess if they get a Coco, but that would require them hitting another land in a row. Which, you know, considering how my games have been going, that's fairly likely. But they don't want to block here. But they definitely don't want to not block. Yeah, fair enough. All right. So if they have a land and a Coco, that's by far the worst. But oh my god. Please, one time. Please, one time, no Coco into Skyclave. Yeah, I understand that, Mike. I just when they missed their early land drops, it got me hopeful. Never hope. Never hope. I don't want to play Jace pre-combat. Not into this obvious situation. Nothing happened? Wild. I don't understand. They discard Spellskite. They have to have the Collected Company. I have to play this Jace. I have to play the Jace. Like, doing nothing here is insane. And then I want to brainstorm and I want to hit Bolt or Path. I have my Sacred Foundry, my Steam Vents out. Which is bad because the fetch land that I have is a Flooded Strand, which cannot get me red right now. Can't get me untapped red. But not... You don't want to Fate Seal. They have to hit exactly 2 power plus Ranger Captain. But no, they can just hit the Skyclave, dude. That's why I want to Brainstorm, because I want to get some value out of the Jace. Yeah. I'm not happy about it, but I think this is where I'm at. This also means if they hit a Skyclave, they'll be split on hitting the sword versus the Jace. Although, if they hit a Skyclave, they can probably hit the sword and then hit the Jace. Like, attack the Jace. Yeah. God bless it. They're gonna have, like, double Coco for sure. Or something similar. I should have fetched when I hit them to get an untapped Raugrin Triome. That was a mistake. Yep. We could still be okay if we hit Path to Exile. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's... I'm not a huge fan of us saying we're getting a full value Brainstorm. It's a 4-mana Brainstorm. At sorcery speed. Well, Brainstorm's a sorcery, but like... Yeah. So that'll hit my sword. Should hit my sword. Why can't I... Fuck! God damn it. This deck is so brutal. We had a chance, but we just didn't find any mana leak, any Force of Negation, just nothing. Yeah. It's tough. Okay. Yeah. I had one path, unfortunately. And I did have 3 lightning bolts that I should have been set up for. I wasn't, but I should have been. Top deck Batterskull? Mana leak, just on time. Okay. I think the 4/4 Shark blocker is probably... No, I need to kill the Giver. Yeah. I have to kill the Giver because if I don't, we can't really do anything. Then I need to coast for a turn, and then maybe we'll be okay. This might have been a hard cast Shark Typhoon turn right there. I didn't really consider it, but this better not be Collected Company with Veil backup. That's all I'm saying. It's a Ballista. No Veil, please. Alright, they basically had a perfect hand that game. They drew out of their 1-lander, and I don't know what I can draw out at this point. Hey, how's it going, Last God? Fuck. Brutal. So they choked us out in game 2, and then this is game 3. Literally doesn't hit anything on their board. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully a 4/4 shark is helpful. Oh my god, stop. Alright, good. Just cranking the ballista. That's a fine play for me. Please attack with all. Good. Close enough. Whee! Teenage shark doo 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 doo. This mid-sized shark doo 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 doo. It's a shark doo 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 doo, but not a tutu. It's not. Okay. Okay. We drawing cards. We're drawing cards. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. Let's take 5. Up to 5. We'll see what they do with the walking ballista. Sorry, Ari Gentov. Ari Gentov. I was worried about Twitch muting me just like they had to do in Metallica. Yeah, fuck. I can't believe they had the Veil there. That would... oh my god, this game. This deck is so brutal. Alright. Alright, I got Brazen Borrower into Cryptic Command. If they don't have another Veil, we maybe could potentially be in acceptable shape. This is modern. It sure is, my friend. It sure is. Conclave. Does that matter right now? No. Also does not matter right now. Good. Okay. Please attack with Skyclave. It's the only thing I want. Just attack with a bunch of dudes. Actually, attack with anything. Fuck. Okay. I got a pretty good army going, huh? All right. All right. Maybe we pull this out with Cryptic Command. Because next turn I can attack them for 10. So we'll see how it all goes down. Hand is Skyclave +1. Auriok Champion making math hard. Not too hard. Oh my. Really? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have a walking ballista. They can kill me. Fuck. They have to have something big here. That's the only thing that makes sense, right? So What if I gust one of their Arbor Elves? They have to start using their mana, so they go tap this, then they try to untap it, then I Cryptic bounce it in response, draw a card. So they lose 2 mana, so they end up with 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6, 3, plus the Conclave Mentor. I don't have enough blue to do that. Fuck. Fuck! Oh my god. I could just tap their team and draw. Yeah. I think tap their team and draw is the only thing that does make sense. So they can go 6, 7, 8. So they could make a 5/5 Ballista, which wouldn't quite kill me, but yeah, I think it's the only thing that makes sense. You can just clock them? I'm at 6, dude. I don't know if that's an option. Helix will help though if it is a big Ballista. Okay. What the fuck? Really? Okay. All that, huh? Right. Yeah. I mean, we made it. If I don't shock the Hallowed Fountain, I can't snap Cryptic, which is something I'd like to do. I know I'm at 4 for that. I think it's worthwhile. I mean, I didn't win, but I haven't lost. So I can let this resolve, take my Brazen Borrower, and snap Helix it, which gains me more life, or counter it and counter draw, I guess. If they have Veil of Summer again, that's really bad for me. All right, resolves. Hopefully this is them pushing for the kill. The biggest reason I didn't go for the play that I was just describing is that I don't want to get killed by a Veil of Summer here. Oh shit, that becomes a 4/4. Yeah. That's fine. I'll trade my Shark for it if I have to. Uh-oh. Can you stop, please, opponent? Oh. I still have Snap Helix available. All the Auric champion triggers. Oh shit. I forgot about how insane that interaction is. Okay. That's not big enough. Okay. Chomp. Yeah, I'm watching out for the clock. Theirs is still considerably lower than mine. I have enough creatures to block them next turn. They did put their Spike Feeder on top. It's not going to help them yet. And the Conclave Mentor is dead, so actually their creatures aren't infinitely large. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. They're considerably more screwed by clock than we are. But if I get one hot draw, can we get one hot draw here, deck? Sure. One spicy, simmering draw, please. Korean hot pot. Just a big, heavy iron plate with a sizzling hot draw. Boom! Mmm! You love to see it. They got Spike Feeder on top. Let's get this Heliod out of here. They put it on top, right? Let me just... Aether Gust. They put it on top. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Done with your ass. Mm-hmm. Resolves. What? Do you think I'm going to do worse on that? What? What the heck? Oh no! The Spike Feeder has an ability. I forgot. I think we'll be okay, but... Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to be fine. Not the worst draw I've ever had. 4/4, Shark does work, he does the work. They're drawing Heliod next turn. So I'm probably throwing away this other Time Raveler, which I am 100% okay with. Oh, I could shuffle. Let's do both. Gotta go fast. Sanic speed. Sanic. Nah. GG. I'm not attempting to, no. Oh, I see how it is, opponent. All right. Opponent plays the infinite life deck, attempts to clock me. Flawless victory. Sorry, opponent. Okay. Hey, thanks for the prime sub there, Tartan Scarf. So I beat the Heliod on the Nuts draw. This deck must be good. Must be busto. Alright, does anyone have any idea how my normal stops were set? I think I can figure it out. I like main phase attack block, end step, main phase 2. I think that's right. Stop on every step. The legacy player psycho setup. I see. Always have a draw step stop so they don't know if you're playing miracles. Alright. Probably can keep this, especially on the draw. Watery Grave, you say? Mana Leak, I say. Very nice. Although lands are what we're looking for. And I still have not found what I'm looking for. 2-Rad is a cool player. Nice. If we're against Inverter again, it's going to be upsetty spaghetti. Oh. Well. Whatever they are, they did not have counter magic there. Or removal? Maybe they just don't give a fuck. Oh my. Well, that was unexpected. Yeah, it looks like Inverter or something similar. Do I think they play something along the lines of Eliminate? Mm-hmm. Buy sword. Probably. I mean, you could lose anything here, but I feel like the sword's likely to go. Shark Typhoon. Guess that means they, yeah, have a bunch of removal. Okay. They keep the Narset in play. Not sure if I agree with that, but whatever. It's just blue-black control? I don't believe you. I'm ready to get twinned at any moment. No. Only blue-black control would play Creeping Tar Pit, right? Could be Days Undoing, yeah. Yeah. Frantic Inventory. Oh, yeah. I'm so jelly over here. They want to draw 2? Main phase? All right. Yeah, you got it. This is really, really good for me, right? Because now what I'm going to do Drop in my sword. Yeah, exactly. Legacy in my modern? Discards Cryptic. Okay. Not sure if I've won, but I certainly feel like I'm winning. Blue soup mirror, who can drink more soup? Normally they'd be advantaged in this mirror, but I think the way my draw panned out, they were forced to force, and that's really bad for them. I think I just want more damage in play. This is not like an incredibly worthwhile or interesting play that I'm making, but I think it's worth just putting an extra body in. I don't think they're playing any sweepers, and if they are, it's certainly not going to be something I'm worried about. That's a great draw. This is where we live now. Would you like to bring your Creeping Tar Pit in to block? You want to draw? Yeah, all right. Okay. Put the bodies on the board. Put the bodies on the board. Put the bodies on the board. Ding 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 ding. Man, oh, all right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're not dead. What's the worst that could happen? All right. Ba-da, boom. Psh. I kind of want to mana leak this and then hard cast Force on it if they go for it. Or we just hard cast Force on this and mana leak their next play. Yeah, that's probably better. I wish I had one more blue card here, but I don't. That was not what I was expecting. All right, you got me. They conceded. Got him. Got him! We're on the road to what, 3-1? Yeah. That is a combination of emotes. Skull Clamp threw in the chat there. That is yep. Oh, we gotta grip and rip it here against this dude. Let's get some of the Helix is probably just poor. I mean, it's okay against the Planeswalkers, but and then Path. And then one of the Borrowers, maybe? One of the snaps. If I'm bringing in Rested, please, let's board a snap. It's not great, but I do love Skull Clamp. I played Skull Clamp at Standard. You bet your bippy I did. Not for long. I switched over to mono green Artifact Hate. It's a good draw. It's a good draw. It's a good follow-up draw. Whoop. Oh my. I wonder if the same plan could possibly work out again. Black. Uh-oh. Oh, right. Okay. I think quote 4 is my favorite early one. Yeah. Quote 4 is my favorite early one. By far. They left the rest in peace. Is my rip about to get ripped? Or are they going to have Jace the Mind Sculptor? If they've got Mind Sculptor, I can't tap out. Can always wait till next turn. We got double mana leak, so they can't go discard into Narset or anything like that. Yeah, and they know it. Are we on like 208? We're way up there. We had a lot of quotes. Cryptic? Holy shit. The Force backup? Probably. Oh, I should let this go, right? Because I also have to worry about their board. It's a 2-for-1 though. Yeah, whatever. I'm not upset. Oh, you guys spammed it too much. You're getting them all in whispers now. Jesus. All right. Gonna end step, make a 2-2. Yeah, I want the bolt. Just in case. All right, I'd really like to draw land. Okay. I guess snap nothing will have to do for now. All right, see you, Mike. Yeah, fine, whatever. Thanks, Mike. Good luck with the sleep. If I had the land drop to get him with Teferi here, I would be so happy. They tapped in a way where I know they don't have Dispel, Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, anything. The major concern is if they just drop a Jace on my ass now. But then I guess I get to fire back with Teferi, so 6 of 1, half dozen there. And we have a Bolt, so maybe it's okay. Maybe I should have just done that earlier because I know I kept bolts in. We'll see. Okay, they got 1 card left. If this is not a Jace, I'm going to be really upset with myself that I didn't just jam earlier. Although if it... Field. Okay. You gave me the red mana. Okay. Opponent, I don't know if you know how dangerous this was. If I draw a land right, meow. Untap land. Son of a bitch. Alright, well. Still good. Still good? Still good-ish. Yeah. Cryptic me harder, daddy. Cryptic me harder. Okay. Is Archmage's Charm? Could be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's not, though. You get 1 draw. Just 1. Oh my god. It's okay, it's okay. They'll never Fate Seal. Fuck, they Fate Sealed. Oh no. Tried so hard and got so far. Wait, but they can't stop me from doing this now. And then we can go snap into Bolt. So we're okay. Maybe I should have minused in case they draw Bloodchief Thirst off their Brainstorm. Yeah, Bolt Snap Bolt is incredible, but I couldn't keep that. Oh no, come on. They drew a Cryptic? Holy fuck. Come on. Bounce my own rip? I mean, I could have. I don't think it's worth doing, but yeah, I could have. I think I want to play this snap while... Wait, did they plus their Jace again? Oh my god, they plus their Jace again? Fuck. They're putting it really far out of reach. Okay, they get 1 card draw here, so hopefully this is relevant. I thought they brainstormed into that, but no, they just ripped it. Well, they F6'd immediately after casting their Cryptic. They just like threw the Cryptic at me and then just bashed the F6 button. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so Snap keeps Jace on parity. Okay, this time we're minusing the goddamn Teferi. That's a good draw. Okay. Are you fucking serious? Ho! God damn it. Unreal. Unreal. They took the Batterskull. Okay, that's a good-ish sign. Okay, they brainstorm. Okay, also a good sign. Although, possibly a bad sign, because maybe it means my Snap's already definitely dead. Nope. Did you 2 pieces of cheat removal? Or a land and? That's a wasteland. You've got to be fucking kidding me. If the last card in their hand is removal, I'm going to lose it. Alright, that's a good draw. That is the best goddamn draw ever. Okay, so now we've got Jace's and Teferi 5 to draw to? Yeah, we do. Shit, they knew it was a wasteland. That's really bad. I have 5 mana, though. So we have enough to be getting on with. But I only have 2 blue against the discard deck. Also, I could draw Cryptic at some point, which would be bad. Yeah, I think it's better to hold on to this op for now. So I'm pretty sure what I'm supposed to do here is just discard this. Yeah. No. Oh my god. They had an upkeep stop for no reason. I have a Stoneforge Mystic. It doesn't get anything, but I have it. Do I want to play a Squire? Yeah, I think I do. Go, Squire! I just want to see what I have left in terms of mana producing lands. I have 3 Colonnades, Flooded, a Field, Fountain. That's it. So I have 3 Flooded Strands that give me 1 Fountain. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the point, Last God. The reason to keep it in hand was like to prompt them to play more discard spells if they draw them on a card in my hand that was not useful, but I think this is better. Well, that was unexpected. Okay, I'm going to cast this opt because I kind of want to... That was like this was the worst. That was the one card that was the reason I didn't cast the previous opt, and I thought, well, this turn I'll just find a land, right? I'll just find one of those Colonnades. But there's no way they'll have another piece of discard here, right? Oh my god, they didn't. Oh my god, they didn't. All right, maybe we were the ones who were lucky this time. I did win game 1, so I really shouldn't be complaining. I'm not complaining, just stating. Hello. I think we might have had a concession. Boom! 3-1, baby. So the last time we intended to play Jeskai Stoneblade, this was the deck that I wanted to play, and then I got distracted by a shiny thing that was called Dreadhorde Arcanist, which ended up being terrible. But This version is just about as good as I thought it would be because Lightning Helix is great in the format right now. Just A+. I think this deck could use less colonnades, more basics, and potentially at least 1 or 2 more lands, but it's working. Yeah, it's not surprising, Last God. Okay, on the play in the final game, or final match. Okay, so we're missing a color, and I have no card draw. In the dark, no companion. I think I ship this. And this hand is much better. An obvious card to get rid of. Opponent kept their 7. Doesn't really tell me anything, but... My opponent has the avatar, the Yadaro avatar, and they're leading on the... Oh, I meant to play Colonnade first. Boy, I hope I don't get punished for this. They're playing the Blue Moon Creature Land. By Blue Moon Creature Land, I mean the creature land we are likely to see only out of Blue Moon. We should be kind of advantaged in this matchup unless they have a really good draw. Opt on turn 2 is not a really good draw. Looks like they've got shaky mana just like we do. They could be on Kiki combo though, which could be bad. So definitely not. No, thank you. Just looking for lands. Thank you. Another land? Okay. Well, I would have taken another land, just so you know. Deck, just so you know. Stoneforge. I think I'll get Sword. Batterskull. Probably just get Batterskull. Neither of them are particularly good in this matchup, and especially with the fact that my hand is kind of meh. Double lightning bolts in the early game is not great here. Ooh, no land out of the opponent. They're going to go to discard. And I'm not going to give them anything to interact with. I wish that had been a blue fetching land, because if this is Blue Moon, we're in danger of getting beat up by their moon. Oh no, it can't be though. They would have had an island in play by now, I would assume. Okay. Maybe we'll find out what they're on here. Could be Breach with the Stoneforge. Maybe they're just missing a color. Or 2. No, it looks like Blue Moon. Alright. Guess I'm putting Batterskull into play. I should probably main phase this Opt. So if I hit a land, I'll be happy. Right. All right. Looks like a Temu pile. Yeah, it could be. Well, my Batterskull should be okay against them. Not unbeatable by any stretch, just nice to get it down early. Maybe they'll have main deck Braid or something silly? They could do. No, okay. Did we hit Prowess the other day that was playing that? I swear that's what it was. It was something weird. I remember getting a main deck Abraded the other day. One Snappy Dresser. Sure. Might as well make them force. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. That's the good shit. I think we might be in a good spot. Not sure. Not sure. I should post about it on Reddit to find out. Sinkhole? Taps 2 mana, concedes. Seems fair. They had a really rough start there. Man, we ran into not so many good Helix matchups. No burn, no shadow. I wonder if they're on a boil resistant mana base. So if they're gonna boil me, all right, we're gonna try it. And I probably want the gusts. You can go out on most of the bolts and probably path. Is this crazy? It's probably not that crazy. Snap in this deck is pretty poor without any bolts, though. Maybe we'll just bring in 3 Wildfire. Might want Path? What are we worried about? They side into Madcap. I mean, I guess? We have Brazen Borrower and Cryptic Command and Jace and Teferi. I'm not super worried about it. Is that wrong? I don't think that's wrong. I don't know quite what they're up to, so I feel like splitting like this is not the worst. The Cleansing Wildfire is the super speculative thing. I mean, that might just be a complete whiff. Just a complete mistake. Zero Lander. No, thanks. They snapped off their 7, unfortunately, but this is a good 6. It's a very good 6. Cool. Okay, it looks like the boil-resistant mana base. We'll see how resistant exactly this turn. Or maybe not necessarily, but... we'll find out from their reaction to my Cleansing Wildfire. Of course I kept in the bolts. Of course we immediately draw 2. Okay. They didn't hit a land? Oh my. They float, sure. Okay. Well, it was a mistake. Oh, then they're missing red at the moment, so that's not the worst. Wow, they have had a very unfortunate oh, I should have cast the opt. Nah, not really. Because then they would be able to remand it. Let's opt, see if I can hit a land here, though. I kind of want that, but I don't. Shit. Come on, man. I say while my opponent is stumbling around like they can't get anything done. A flash threat would have been really good here of any kind, but they discarded a boil. Yeah, okay, so I sussed them out. Do I think they have more remands? Almost definitely. Is there anything I can do about it? Not anything smart. But maybe they just have like Mystical Dispute now? Or just Mana Leak. Like they have to use an actual card. We'll see. I suppose they could tap this for blue. Oh no, it gets them a tap land, so I really don't mind. Spell Snare. Okay. I'll take it. That's good against my deck in general, so. Okay, they have no red mana. I don't hate that. Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, I should have left up the red. Not that I'm likely to use it, but whatever counter this is, I'm letting it go. I've got another Stoneforge, and I'd rather save my Mystical Dispute for one of their few more relevant threats. Although if they do have Madcap, that'd be bad here. But they have to find a red source. Jeez. Well, at least I have an out for that now. Oh, no, but now I don't have the... I'm an idiot. Maybe I don't get punished for being an idiot. Maybe everything works out okay. I guess I still have Force of Negation. Jesus. Oh my god. Sure. There's no way they didn't find a land. They didn't find a land. They did find a land. Well played, opponent, but it's not a red land, I see. Well played. Okay, we're gonna sit. I can hardcast Mystical Dispute on a Madcap if I need to. We'll drop in the Batterskull, and we got Jace potentially to follow up. We have the living weapon. I could get a plains here, and that gives me 3 lands if they get a boil. Yeah, I think that's okay. That means I can't Cryptic. I'm definitely jamming the Jace this turn, because if they had... No, a Mystical Dispute, they might not have cast it there. Let's get the Triome. Yeah, we going risky. That's a great draw. That's a great draw. Thank you, deck. Oh, right. Well, I did just give them a mountain. No Madcap, though. It's a good one. That's a good one. Perfect. Snap. Dispute. Shit. Well. You got it. You got it. We're getting there. 2/2 Shark plus Bolt. Almost. Almost. Just gotta stay on target. I could fizzle their Cryptic. It's been all over the place, obviously, Basura. It's been all over the place. Enigmatic is a deck that I already loved. And I continue to appreciate that, so I think that's one way to say how that's gone. Trying to think if there's any other standouts. Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. Cool. All right. Enigmatic is most excellent. Damn, I had another basic. Okay, I don't think I have any more non-islands that this Flooded Strand can fetch. So I'll just leave it for now. Next turn I can swing with Colonnade with Mana Leak up. I don't think just like jamming Batterskull into all their open mana here is a good idea. Jace could be okay. They've burned through a lot of bolts. Have they? Yeah. No, just two? Just two. It's not that many. Jace this turn into Colonnade with Mana Leak next turn might get us there, though. I'm not being forced to do this, but, like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to do something at some point, and I just should do something about it. Sure. Oh, no. Wait, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe. Hopefully they don't have a redundant combo here. Clench. Everybody clench. Oh, that's fine. Only shoots creatures. Oh, I don't have the mana leak anymore. But they can't kill Colonnade with a single bolt. I think I'm going for the kill here. There are a lot of cards in their deck that don't stop this from killing them right here. A lot. That's not it. Come on. Is that how we 4-1? That's how you 4-1, baby. That's how you 4-1. Whew. Is it warm in here? Feels warm. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't know if I love everything about this deck. I think this could be another opt. I think there should be less colonnades. I think 2 would probably be okay. Maybe 1. And more basics, especially if we're playing Field of Ruin. Overall, this deck felt pretty good. I've been liking all sorts of Stoneblade lists, like Mardu, Bant, 4-color Omnath. They're just all quite fun in their own way, and this was no exception. This is one of the more this is like the tempo build that actually has burn, whereas Bant is like the tempo build that can pivot to control much more powerfully. This one is a little bit more about the bouncing stuff. We don't have as many universal answers. We're not playing so many Path to Exiles, but I don't like playing that many Path to Exiles, so I really enjoyed this list. Even though we didn't run into a bunch of the Lightning Helix matchups, we were still able to navigate reasonably well. Now, that said, I punted all over the place, which says that either we were getting exceptionally lucky or that this deck actually has some amount of power behind it to make game wins happen, even if you make some mistakes, which is definitely a place you want to be. You want to have some kind of deck advantage when you're playing Modern. We did play some unconventional matchups. The only thing we lost to was Inverter, which is really funny, but we beat Blue-Black Control later on. Inverter is definitely a uniquely difficult matchup for this deck. So, high or low on Oust? I'm high on Oust, but not for a deck that's trying to burn your opponent out, right? I'm high on Oust if your plan does not involve wrecking your opponent's life total, which this deck wants to be able to pivot to. So, you know, this deck's not overloaded on burn, but it's got plenty of burn and plenty of reach through flash creatures. But I really like Oust, generally speaking. I think if you're playing any kind of mid-range deck that wants to grind, I think Oust is your go-to. And so the version of 4-color Omnath Blade that I was really enjoying is playing 4 main deck Ousts on top of Lightning Bolt, right? And Lightning Bolt seems like this would be a clash. It's the classic legacy that there's a problem that people do with deck construction where it's Swords to Plowshares and Lightning Bolt in the same deck. But this deck just goes so much bigger than most of the decks where you're playing Oust against them that you just don't care. Like, you can put your opponent to 30 and still kill them reasonably quickly with like giant tireless trackers, Omnath with a Batterskull on it. This deck is an absolute blast to play. And the Jeskai Stoneblade deck that we played today, we won on much more thin margins, but we won 4-1, so it was a really nice big upside league. So yeah, definitely could fiddle with the mana base. Definitely could fiddle with the spells. Just getting another opt in here for Snapcaster would not be a bad thing. I mean, the one of Hieroglyphic, we never cast it. I don't. That doesn't mean it's bad. I liked having 2 Jace. I liked having 3 Teferi. I liked having 3 main deck Force of Negations. I just feel like as a tempo burn kind of deck, fancy burn. This seems to have a good balance of stuff going on, especially for how aggressive the meta is right now.
Meanwhile,
all that out of the way. That's it for me tonight. So I hope you all have had a good time. I'm going to ship you on over to Chase Strifo Hansen, the world's greatest legacy player, in my opinion. My favorite. That's good enough for me. And if you're in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you on another video if you choose to check that out. Night, everybody.